Hi, Joolse here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So what we're doing today is, when I was doing my Christmas journal, I did some windowed, envelopes with windows in, and made little pockets and covered them in digital papers and book papers. Quite a few people had come back to me and said that they loved them. However, they didn't have any winded, they'd not got any junk mail through with winded envelopes. So what I decided to do was to make some just out of digital papers. Now what I did do was I measured the windows on one of the winded envelopes, and it was 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches, which would sit there. And then I thought, you don't have to stick to that. So then I did 1 3/4 inches and 3 3/4 inches, and that would go there. So what I normally do is, like, I open my envelope up and that's it. So what we will do is, I'm going to do a Christmas one first. And all I'm doing, I'm just going to fold this in half like that, so it looks like a tall envelope. And do we want that side or do we want that side? I quite like the snowman, but I don't want to cut into him. So, and we will have our window here, I think. Yep. So all I do, and I mean, you can use the small window. You can put it over to one side. You can have it smack bang in the middle. I'm going to have mine in the middle, and I'm going to do the small one. So all I do is I draw around it. And then cut that out. There we are. Now decide what type of pocket you want. Do you want one with a flap on, or do you want one? I'm not wanting one with a flap. I'm just wanting one. But what I am going to do is, I'm going to, that's not very straight, is it? Let me trim that on the trimmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend this over. And I do this with my envelopes as well. And it's just that I'm using scraps of paper that I've printed digitals out when I've been checking them. So it is copier paper, that's all I'm using. Just an empty window. What I mean is, or you can put cellophane or acetate. I've got some acetate that I'm going to use. I've got enough that way. Yeah. And this is just cellophane from bags that have been I get stamps or whatever. You can use the cellophane from food packaging, as long as it's the food inside's wrapped. You tend to find you get a better and I'm just spreading, whoops, And there we are. So now what I can do is I can find a picture that I like to put on that. Should we have him there? Yes, we will. It. And this is my extent of measuring. That's it. And then what I'm doing is I am and you can stitch around the edge or you can leave it like that. I'm going to do a little bit of a thumb notch. I'm going to do it on both. That's because the edge is still wet. Let's tuck one out. And we will ink round. And I think we'll put a postcard in. And what I'm doing is I'm making a tab. You don't need whale tail punches and things like that. You can do this quite easily. That's if your punch works. What we'll do is we'll put that on there and I'll just cut that off. It's a bit like when you make a tag, whatever corner you take off. Yeah, and it's got some writing on it, but so does most of our scrap journals. So there we have that. So you could have that going in that way. So now we're going to decorate it up with a little. And for this we will use fabric tack. Yeah, I'm going to put that up there. Here. And we'll trim that off there and there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some little bits and pieces. So what I was looking for was some fussy cuts, but I don't have any Christmas fussy cuts with me at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, and it's the cardinal. Because there's red in that, so I've got a silver pen here somewhere. I've also got a purple jelly roll. We'll try the purple jelly roll first. I've had these years, I've had to throw a lot of them out because they just dried up on me. So if you've got any, use them. Don't let them dry up on you. Right, I'm just looks like my silver one might have dried up on me. So these are aqua markers. You buy them in sets of 12, I think, and they come in sort of like all the different colour ranges. I get them from a shop called B&M here, which is quite cheap, and they're £6 for 12. So I got the whole lot, not in a one. Oh dearie me, now I've done what I didn't want to do. So what we're doing is we're putting the little birdie over the window. I managed to get that one wiped off. So there we are. So there we have one pocket. And so it's quite easy to do. And it just looks like an envelope that you've covered with digital. So easy. So the next one, we'll do, I know it's Christmas paper again, but I don't really want to do a Christmas one. So this is just an A4 paper that I've folded in half, so it's 5 3/4, and I think we'll use the big. That's my husband just coming in, so the dog's going silly. Right. I think what we'll do is we'll put that on pause because she's not going to shut up, and I'll see you in a bit. I am back. So it's the next day, so I know it's only a couple of seconds for you. So what I did was I put some cellophane in. I did the same as what I did on the other one, but I just put some washi tape over. I'm just going to put some over there. It's just that just to make sure that nothing at all gets in the way of sort of like interfering. So that is an A5 page, which is half a journal, but what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to make it an envelope. So I'm going to fold it down there. I'm going to take off okay, and I'm going to glue that, but before I glue that, what I do want is I want a flap on this one. So I'm just folding that there. Very little measurement in this. You just do it as you want. Now this one, so this needs to come down there. And we can stick that right the way down, because it doesn't come, and all this does is it just makes the actual envelope a little bit stronger, just strengthens that edge because you're going to be putting things in and out. And I'm just going to trim along there. Okay. So I'm just putting the glue along this edge and along this edge, and along this edge. So there we have our envelope, and as you can see there's a little bit left over, a little bit sticking out. That's fine. Okay, so I just want to round this off. So I'm just finding the two edges. Okay, and I think we've probably got enough in one of these. We'll do that one. Okay. And I've got a couple of, I think that might need to have a little bit more taken off it. Let's see. That's quite nice actually. And take that off there. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just make it a journal card. And I think we'll have you can use any bits of paper for this. And I'm just raising it up a little bit. Doesn't even have to be straight. There you are. And that will fasten there. And what have we got label wise? These are labels that are on the Ko-fi site. They're freebies. And I'm just inking around the edge of this one. And we'll ink around the edge of this. take this out. That's it. So that's that one. And we've got this one. And I think what we'll do is we'll leave it at that, because what I want to do is I want to do on the next one is a double page to go in the middle of a journal. So and it will go, it's like an envelope that you're making from a digital. I'm just looking for my digitals. So this one, you know, we would put the, just fold that in half like that. So we'd put an envelope pocket there, and maybe it's on this one there. Then we half it so it's like an envelope pocket, and then we put the flap on. So that's what we're going to cover in the next one. I'm still going to put a couple of more little labels on these. And these are neutral labels so that they'll go with anything. I'm going to put that one on the edge. Should have maybe cut these out on my scanning cut. Okay. And should we have a bumblebee? I don't know whether I've got a There, cut it out smaller. And we'll put that one there. So that's that one. And do I want anything else on? I have got some pussy cuts. I don't think that'll, oh, it will. No, I need to get some tin foil on that. So those circles are a 2-inch, I thought they were. And then they've got like an edge on them, so you can either cut it with the edge, the cream edge. What I want to do is I just want to hide this from being a Christmas. So what I'm going to do is and okay. Nope. No, it's better if you do it on the back. And there we are. So we'll leave it at that, and then the next one we'll do the center fold window for the center of the journal. So hope you get something from that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.